All right, so welcome to the training session. This is SMASHUSMLE training session, and this is the outlay of our website. As you can see here, we have a slider, and the slider basically has a video.
We've all been there. It's board exam time. The daunting.
It's basically a video that kind of talks about our company in about 2 minutes. Okay, like I explained to you, the USMLE stands for the United States Medical Licensing Exam, and the students that are going to be using this website are primarily medical students currently in medical school, or students that are also coming that already finished medical school, that maybe they came from the international medical schools outside of the US, that are coming to the US to take the USMLE exam to become licensed to practice medicine.
Okay.
Feel free to take as many notes as possible. Okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
I actually advise you take a lot of notes. So, as you can see, our goal is to make sure people score higher in the USMLE. And the two exams we currently help people prepare for is the USMLE Step 1 and the USMLE Step 2, CK. Now, Step 2 CK means clinical knowledge.
Okay.
We currently have an app that's in the App Store for Apple and also in the Google Store for Android. And we'll talk about the apps later.
Okay.
So when people land on our page, they have a couple of options. But before I talk about the options, they can click sign up here for either Step 1 or Step 2 CK. Our mission is basically to bring the best USMLE program to medical students or doctors to score higher on the Step 1 exam. So, and this is a list of what we have to offer. High yield USMLE video lectures.
Okay.
We have over 2,000 plus USMLE Step 1 and Step 2 questions. We actually have 1,900 Step 2 questions. We have free USMLE review books, and I'm going to show you all these things when we log in. And this is what you're going to be telling the students when they come to the website. We have a free board preparation schedule,
Okay.
a prep guide, audiobooks, video tutorials, flashcards, mnemonics, and we have 100% pass rate guaranteed. So one of the biggest thing that makes us separate from our competitors is if you fail the USMLE exam, we will give you a free course.
Okay.
Okay? Or we will refund your money back. Okay?
Okay. Free course. Okay.
And I'll show, this is a sample video, but I'll show you.
We shall be covering all the gram-positive bacteria that you.
What really makes our videos different from every other company out there is because the videos we create are made on the whiteboard. So we use hand-drawn illustrations to write all our videos and explain all the concepts that's tested on the board exam, which means that we don't use PowerPoints. That's a big deal.
Right.
So that's one thing, and that's one of the biggest difference between us and our competitors.
Okay.
This is our USMLE question bank, and I'll show you what it looks like when we log in, but people can kind of see a demo here on the homepage. If they click on Step 1 demo, they'll be able to see what the question bank looks like. Now, it's very important you tell customers that our question bank simulates the exact USMLE question format, which means that this template you're looking at is the same exact template you're going to see on the exam day.
Okay.
So, and it's very important you tell them that, you know, they can see their lab values here on the right side. They can actually search for their lab values. So, you know, these lab values are basically what sometimes the questions might have a lab number here, something like alanine aminotransferase. If they have the number inside the questions, they can refer and search for it. So if somebody's looking for cholesterol, see how it turns yellow?
Okay.
Okay, that's how so if they want to know what the recommended number is for cholesterol, that's how they find the number.
Okay.
Okay. Also, one of the functionalities we have is they can take notes. Okay. They can take notes inside and they can save their notes.
Okay.
So they can always come back. See?
Okay.
They can also, if they need to calculate anything, they can do a calculator. Okay. And what really makes our question bank stand out? So people are going to ask you this question. Why is our question bank different from our other question banks? There is a company out there called USMLE World. This is one of our competitors, UWorld. So if you hear the word UWorld, this is the company they're talking about.
Okay.
What they offer is question banks, and 90% of doctors in the US actually use this question bank. Okay. What really makes us different is that we have similarities. Our question bank is similar to their question bank, but we have this new functionality where you can reverse the color of the background of the question. See how it turns black?
Okay.
That is one distinct feature. They don't have that feature. And the USMLE is actually incorporating this into their question bank now, like on the real exam day.
Sir, I have a question.
Sure.
What is the advantage of changing the background color?
The people that have problem with their vision because of the white background tends to have problem with the glare of the white background. So they can turn it off and they can read the questions better in the black background.
Okay.
Also, they can increase the size of the font. That is one other function that we have that UWorld does not have.
Okay.
They can answer the questions, and when they answer the questions, if they get it correctly, it turns green. They can highlight, okay? And we always give correct and incorrect answer choices, which is very important. And this is another key important difference between our question bank and other question banks. We always give references using journals, articles, up to date, New England Journal of Medicine. So New England Journal of Medicine is basically this is the research article for where all the medical journals have been published.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what makes our questions very, very difficult, but they have also helped them prepare for the USMLE exam.
Okay.
They can mark their questions. Okay. And they can also give us feedback. Okay, which we're able to make changes to if they send us an email.
Okay.
So that is our question bank. And we'll see when we log in, okay?
Okay.
The same thing applies to step 2 also. It's the same question bank for step 2 CK.
Okay.
Same format. Okay?
Same everything. Okay.
Yes. Now, as you can see, we have performance analytics on our homepage. I'm going to show you all this when we log in. We have flashcards, and we have partnership with other companies, which are SNM is the Student National Medical Association. We just partner with them. We partner with LMSA also, and we just partnered with AMSA. We're going to add their logo to there soon, and you can see the testimonials. People have given us great testimonials based on our videos. So now let's go to, so if you click on USMLE step 1, it gives you the packages we have to offer. So this is the different memberships we have to offer. We have a 15-day free trial that has only about 30 videos available.
Okay.
And there's 80 questions inside that 15-day trial for the free trial.
Okay.
They'll be able to see some performance analytics, check their video progress. They can access it on the mobile app also. And we have a free study guide. So as you can see, there's less inside the free day trial.
Right. Okay.
Compared to a 3-month package, 6 months, or 12 months package.
Okay.
So and I'll show you what, all these functions are all inside our packages for each month, each package.
Okay.
Now, they can always purchase just the questions alone if they just want to do just question banks. And these are the prices for our question banks only. We're actually going to be adding just the video sections also, and that should be ready by tomorrow.
Okay.
You understand everything so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is a little more description of what you have to offer. It's the same thing on the home page. We just put it here. Okay. And when we log in, I'll show you. Okay. So what makes us different? We do not use PowerPoints. All our videos are taught on a whiteboard, handwritten, okay, to explain all the content covered in the USMLE exam.
Okay.
Okay? And this is the list of the topics. So students always ask this question. What do you guys use to teach your board review? If you go to resources, the book that every student in the US used to prepare for the USMLE is called First Aid. Okay? You have to know that. First Aid is a book that every medical student has to use to prepare for this exam. What we do is that we take all the content in First Aid and then we combine these other books that you can see on these pages, and we use them to create videos that help the students prepare for the USMLE exam. So we are very comprehensive. We cover all the content in First Aid. So that's what you want to tell the students. We cover all the content in First Aid, but we also use other resources to explain the concepts in First Aid.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
These are all the different books that students use to prepare, but we primarily focus on First Aid.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, the same thing applies to step 2 CK.
Okay.
It's the same plan. We don't have any study. We do have study guide. We have videos, and the videos are limited. Like I said, there's only 30 videos available in the free trial, and they can always purchase the step 2 Q banks just by itself. All right.
Okay.
This is our team. We're going to be adding you to the team page as a customer representative.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to need a bio from you, and we'll put you here.
Okay.
So I'm the director. That's the Dr. Adesina. She's the pharmacology director, and we have all our other contributors.
Okay.
So let's log in. So let's say somebody purchased a membership, right? And they would like to log in. Let's say they buy a step 1 USMLE. And I'm going to give you a login too.
Okay, sir.
Once they log in, they always end up on a dashboard. Okay, on this dashboard, on the right hand side, they can see this is a graph that shows them how they're doing on the question in terms of how many questions have they done out of their question bank.
Okay.
The green shows you have used 4.7% of your questions. You have 95% to go.
Okay.
Also on our dashboard, we put updated information regarding the USMLE here on our dashboard, and so students can know what's going on.
Okay.
Below here is their progress report.
Okay.
Every time they do a question, this graph shows you how you're doing from 0 to 100%.
Okay.
Okay. And this is just a motivational video that we included.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing
just to
it might
kind
have
of
been.
motivate students. And we always have facts of the day. Okay, this is where their account is. If they click on membership information, it tells them what membership they have.
Okay.
They can always renew their membership through this link. They can change their password here.
Okay.
Okay, and that's their email. So let's go to the step 1 Q bank. Do you have any questions so far?
None. None. I don't have any questions yet, sir. By the way, sir.
Yes.
Sorry. On the one that you the guidebook, the one that you download, that is included when they purchase, right?
Absolutely, and I'll show you in a minute. So when they click on step 1 QBank, there are different tabs. They can create an exam, and this is very important. You have to tell them we have 2,300 questions for our USMLE step 1 questions, because students always will ask you that question. Okay,
2300.
hold on a second. They have different options in terms of their test mode. They can decide to pick a timed mode, an untimed mode, a tutor mode, or a time tutor mode, and I'll show you the different functions. Okay, so let's say you want to do timed. It just means that the time is going to start. It will give you 10 minutes or 50 minutes or 1 hour.
Okay.
They can also pick if they want to do all the questions or just unused questions or just their incorrect questions or questions they marked.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say you want to do all questions, and let's say they pick tutor mode. They can select all options. So our questions, remember, follow first aid. So if they click on this plus, it gives them all the different options, okay,
Okay.
and different subjects under biochemistry,
Okay.
under pharmacology, under pathology, okay. So they can generate up to 46 questions at a time, but I'm just gonna take 10 questions for now. And if I click submit, the question bank is gonna generate 10 questions, and you can see I've showed you the question bank.
Okay.
Okay, they
Okay.
can mark the questions. This is tutor mode. See, it says at the bottom here, tutor mode.
Right. Okay.
Okay, because the time doesn't really matter. It gives you the answer to the correct and incorrect answers.
Okay.
Okay, you can always cross also options out when you right click. You can
Okay.
cross out the text.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just randomly do some of these questions. And so now that I finished the question, I'm gonna submit the question, right?
Okay.
So we did 10 questions, and then we get this table. Remember, this is previous test. That's the second tab. Okay, you can review the question you just did. It tells you what the score is. I scored 60%.
Okay.
Okay, I can go back and review the question that I just did to see what how I did on it,
Right.
and I can click on the explanations, and you can see here I can go back and review all my questions.
Okay.
Okay, now every time I do questions, the question bank is going to generate a graph that shows how I'm doing. So if I go to cumulative performance, this is our cumulative performance graph. It's telling me that I've completed 94% of the questions,
Okay.
and how many percent I got incorrect, correct, unattempted, and marked.
Okay.
And I did biochemistry, so you can see the breakdown of how I did well in biochemistry.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Then we can always, students are going to ask you, can I reset my Q bank? Yes. They can reset their Q bank up to 2 times. So if I click on reset, it's going to tell me, are you sure? If I reset, all my data will be gone.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how the Q bank works.
Okay.
You
Sir, I
have,
have a question.
yes.
Sorry. I noticed that when you were taking the test and you were about to submit it, beside submit was a suspend button. What does that do?
If you suspend, that means you want to come back and do the questions later.
Okay.
It will give you an option basically to come back and resume the test. So we can do that. So let's say we select all and questions, and we decide to do 3 questions, right?
Okay.
If you suspend the test, That means you want to come back and complete. So I only did one. I'm going to come back and do these two later. So I mark them. I can suspend the test because I have to go do something, and you can come back and complete it. So
Okay.
see how it gives me an option to click resume,
Okay.
and then I can come back and do my test.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go to videos. Step 1, videos. This is the video section. Remember, we follow first aid. That is the key word. We use
Okay.
first aid to teach all our video content. So if I wanted to watch behavioral sciences, if I click on behavioral science, it will give me, it opens the pages and you can see our topics do follow first aid. You can, the videos actually follow first aid. So if they want to watch a video on clinical trials,
Okay.
that's the video you can
Okay.
play.
We shall be talking about clinical trials. So what are clinical trials? Clinical trials are conducted by pharmaceutical companies in order to be able
So
to determine
they can increase the speed of the video up to 2 times the speed of the video.
Okay.
if a drug can serve as the next therapeutic medication to be able to treat the disease. Now, the study quality of any clinical trials is best when it's often randomized, controlled, double-blinded study.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
So that is a big selling point for us. So you have to tell them they can speed up the speed of the video 1.25 times the video, so
Doctor
they
or the
can
patient or even the researcher
go
in case of triple-blinded study
1.25.
are not even aware
Okay.
of
Okay,
what medication is being
1.5
given and is being studied. So
and
there are 4
2
phases
times the
before a
speed of
drug
the
can eventually
video.
reach the market. In phase 1, let's say we're studying.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
they can watch their videos on this side. You also pick the videos as they go along, and the videos are all in high definition.
Okay.
We shall be talking about evaluation of diagnostic.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
let's go back to step 1 videos. Now, every time they watch a video, every time they watch the video actually tells you how much you watch. So see how it turns orange? That means
Okay.
I've watched those 2 videos. The white ones means I have not watched the video, and it tells me how much percent I've completed.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one thing. Also, at the bottom here, they can download the notes for each lecture. So for pulmonary, we have pulmonary. We have about 80% of our notes has been transcribed. Okay,
Okay.
so they are pharmacology notes, which means if I click on download, I can see a summary of the notes from the lectures from the videos.
Okay.
So they can save that on their computer. They can print it out.
Okay.
Okay, and this is an example. Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay. So
so
80% of the notes of the videos are transcribed.
yeah, we are working on transcribing all our other videos.
Okay.
Okay, we also have a step 1 study plan. This is very important. So these are common questions they might ask you, so you want to know how to respond.
Okay.
We have a free USMLE study plan, which means if you're studying for the USMLE step 1 or step 2 CK, we have a study plan dedicated for you. This 16-page document has a systematic approach to the USMLE step 1, utilizing our own resources. We also teach you students how to use first aid with USMLE World QBank, and also our own QBank also. And you can see here, this is the schedule. That's what we recommend. Can you see it?
Yes. Now I can see it.
So that's we have a 3-month study plan. We have a 6-month study plan. Okay, this is a recommended schedule, but they can always modify it as they want. Okay,
Okay.
so this is very important you tell the students. You have any questions?
I have, sir. I'm just finishing my notes. Sorry. All right. So, sir, with this study plans, does it come with, say, for example, they purchase the 3 month plan, so it comes free with it comes free. The study plan comes free with it.
Yes.
Okay.
If you purchase 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year plan, you get access to the entire website.
Okay.
Everything. It's a whole package.
Okay.
Also, we have a rapid review section, which is flashcards. We
Okay.
have over about 1,000 flashcards, 800 to 1,000 flashcards, and they can do flashcards here. See, this is what a flashcard look like. They try to see what the answer is. If
Okay.
they can click if they got it right, and it kind of highlights it there. And if they see I got it right, see how it turns green. If they got it wrong, they can click on it and it tells them they got it wrong.
Okay.
Okay. They can click in double-sided and see the answer. Okay.
Okay.
We have all these different other subtopics under the flashcard section that they can practice with. Okay.
Okay.
So we have rapid review, and then we have high yield rapid review flashcards. Now, when we're going to this high yield is when you're about to study for your exam, you can quickly go over some of this content to kind of brush up on what you need to know.
Okay.
Okay. That's flashcards. So
Okay.
let's go to USMLE Advisor. Well, our USMLE Advisor has our prep guide, which is a book that we wrote on how to prepare for the USMLE. So this book, we have sold over 1,000 copies. So you want to tell students that. We've sold over 1,000 copies of the book. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, but they can read
Okay.
it live inside the website, the entire book. Okay?
Okay.
Inside the website. They can also listen to the audio version of the book inside the website.
Chapter 2 is for studying for the boards.
See that?
We strongly recommend.
So that's the study guide inside it's the audiobook version.
Okay.
And we also have a calendar section where students can input their own calendar. We put in their blocks for them of how they should
Okay.
be studying for the USMLE or COMLEX also.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what the COMLEX is, and we have a place where they can put in their own schedule, okay,
Okay.
which is a live schedule, okay, and it automatically saves it on their website.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So that's our website. Then we have a blog section where we just update and add content to our blog section.
Okay.
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 I'm gonna need you to write some blogs later on, and
Okay.
I'll tell you what websites you're gonna be getting the content from. Okay.
Okay.
You have any questions?
None. I don't have any questions yet.
Does it all make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to. Let me pause this.